Hey guys, hope you're doing well today. If your job is anything like mine, you find yourself having to do a lot of different things. Photography, graphic design, web design, video editing, video shooting, song prep, song writing, set design, all kinds of different things. Well, hopefully today I can introduce you to something that might make your job just that much easier. Today, I want to show you around something that Adobe has. If you've got the Adobe Creative Suite, you have this. Obviously, you've probably paid for Photoshop, you've paid for Premiere, you've got Audacity, you've got several different programs in there that you use regularly, but sometimes you just don't want to go in and spend the time with Photoshop or Illustrator or anything like that. So I want to show you something that's in the Adobe Suite, and it's called Spark. Spark is a really useful tool for creating quick graphics. I use it all the time with our church to do Instagram posts with quotes and things like that, to make little snippets of things. I do our set lists graphics on there, and it's just a really simple way to go in, do something quick, get some decent design out of it, and be able to pop it up and not take too much of your time. But I'll show you what I use, a little bit of what I do, and we can check this out. So let's dive on in. So if you've got the Adobe Creative Suite, just like you normally would expect to do, you can click on your Creative Suite button here and just launch Spark. And it'll bring you up to a web browser. So you can see right here, hey, lots going on here. You can see some of the pieces that I've made in the past. We've got several different graphics that I've done. Let's get rid of this guy out of the way. And it saves everything I've created in here. So you can see all the different pieces I've got in here. One of the nice things about this is that you can manage your brand. So if you click on this, I've got this built for our church's brand design. So it's got our colors in here, fonts that we want to use that clean up really nicely. I've put our logo in here as well. So it'll automatically draft some different types of pieces that have your church's branding in them, and then you can go and switch up things right off the bat. So you can manage your brand just by clicking on that. You can upload a PNG of your logo that can go over top of things. All that sort of stuff is available to you. Now, there are different options within Spark that you can do. Spark will allow you to do graphics, simple videos, as well as some simple web design in it as well. I've not used the web design piece, and I've not really delved into the video. I do a lot of our graphics little pieces in here. Anything real design I need to do, obviously I'm in Photoshop, but I can go in here really easy, click on my plus here, and I've got options for doing graphics, doing a web page, doing video that I can select. But I'll show you real quick like a graphic option. So if I click on graphic, I've got options right here. It sets some base templates that you can go in and use. So you can select these different templates for different things, Instagram ads, a promo photo. I've even used this to make a little flyer that I went and hung up at some stores around the area just to say, hey, we're looking for musicians at Peak City Church. Really quick and easy to grab one of these templates and do that sort of thing within here. Another option, you can start from scratch, and you can select your graphic up here, and it'll come in, and once you hit start from scratch, now you've got options to hit your Peak City branded pieces. So you can select your different options, announcements, YouTube thumbnails, all that sort of thing. They've got templates in here that make it really easy to get to and do quickly. So, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start from scratch, completely blank, and then you can come and select whichever type of thing you're wanting to use. I'll just do a 1x1 square is what I tend to do a whole lot. It lets you select images. There's a whole library of images you can choose, I believe, that are coming from the Adobe stock photography area. So you can get in, use these. I'll use their stock stuff for doing our set list graphics a whole lot. Or if I want to do quotes from our pastor from Sunday services, which I do a whole lot, I can upload a photo that I've taken of him, that he's approved photos that I use weekly to create stuff for him that goes up on our social media. But for right now, let's just pick an image. Let's go with, how about this one? It's nice and clean, right? Nothing too crazy about it. And we'll select next. It's loading. There we go. So now we've got our image in here. If I just click on the screen and image, I have some options over here. I can change the image if I want to. I can replace it and go find more photos, or I can upload photo just like we did before. If I click back on the image, you can come in here and click some different looks. So you've got some different options of things that you can choose to colorize the photo. And if you just keep clicking through, you'll see that colorize changes a little bit. It gives you some different options. And just some few things in here. And you can shuffle through each one of them just by clicking on, and it gives you some various options in how the image is going to look. Now it's already put a text box on here for me, and if I double click, I can type in whatever I want. Hey YouTube, let's get that keyboard working. How's it going? Question mark. Let's make sure to go back and capitalize the important things, I suppose, to make this, you know, all grammatically correct. Click done, and it's got your text in here. I can then take this and drag it around, get it to size differently. I can come into style, and if I just spin this wheel, it'll start changing the style, the text, font, background. You can just kind of scroll through and find something that you like. Let's use this for right now. Drag it to the center. You saw my little purple line showing there that I'm in the center. I've also got text effects I can do, so I can do shadows, outlines, cutouts, all those different things. And then let's go in here and say I don't want the shape. I can click that off and the shape goes away. I'll come up to color, and now I've got option to change my text color. If I wanted to, I could go change the font. I can change the size of it. I could change the letter spacing and the line spacing on all of this. And let's go ahead and pull that opacity down. So I've got plenty of functionality in here to change my text, or if I just want to go and do a style and just hit it, we're done. So it's really useful. I can add more text to it just by scroll over add, and I can add more text, and we'll just type in more text for the sake of example right now, and it's stuck in a second box that now I have secondary control over and can move around as well. If I go back here, I can add another photo over top of this. I can also add an icon, or I can add our logo. So if I click on logo, because I went and set up my sets with what our colors and everything look like for our church and put our logo in there, I can click on this and it automatically adds it in here. And now I can drag it and resize it and do whatever I want to with it and put it in wherever I want to. Once that's all done, I can change the name of it here. YouTube test, why not? And then I can download it either as an image. You can do a print PDF, but if you're wanting to create something fast to send to print quality, you can do that within here, and it makes everything really clean for you. And then I'll download it to wherever I want it to go, and we're all set. So really, you have a lot of functionality in here just by clicking around. It's really quick and really simple. And so I'll use this for the simple things that I just need to blast out every week when I'm doing social media posts. I've got to get stuff out fast, and going in and sitting in Photoshop and having to start with my layers and all that stuff there isn't really great all the time. So this is an option that's there available for you if you've got the Adobe Creative Suite. You may also just want to use something on your phone, really simple. I use a software called Typorama. I know there's plenty of others that do the cool text over top of a graphic or image or whatever it might be and let you play around with that in your phone. I've just found this to be really simple. I do have access to it on my phone as well. They do have a phone app for Spark that they've got separate ones for the graphics and ones for video, and you can go in and use those pieces. Like I said, I haven't dove into the video pieces yet. I might soon for some small invite type of things that we're doing, but you know, this is really simple and it speeds up my process really quickly. I can blast out several of these and get them put into our Hootsuite and ready to go out. Hope that was helpful. Check out Adobe Spark. I've got a link to it in the description. I think it's a part of the Adobe Suite, so check it out if you've got that. Go in, try it out, and use it. It's free as a part of the suite. Well, not free, you had to pay for the suite. It's a part of the suite. Go check it out if you've not used it before. Let me know in the comments below if you started using it. Let me see some of the work that you guys are doing. I'd love to see some of the things you're putting together. It might spark ideas for all of us, so you can leave that sort of thing in the comments. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you guys next time.